Well, here I've just fitted a new alternator to the primary case of my one of my Tiger Cubs, and these alternators, some sellers actually list them as being a straight fit for the Tiger Cub. In some cases they actually are, but I had to overcome a couple of hurdles to get this one on with this casing here. And basically those hurdles are, and the reason I wanted to fit a new alternator, this old one appeared to be charging okay, but I had a Boyer power box fitted to it and a battery, and something caused the Boyer to go pop. Boyer very kindly sent me a replacement. It wasn't very old and it hadn't been on the bike for very long, so that's very good of them. But I decided that just in case there was a problem with the alternator, I'd get a new one. So here it is, and this is the let's see, the LU47205 two wire type 12 volt. Anyway, they're quite a common thing and quite easy to get hold of, but you can't always expect that you'll buy one and just bolt it onto your Tiger Cub, put the primary cover on and job done, because if I show you with this spare casing I've got here, some of them have this undrilled, untapped sort of extra mounting point, if you like, and that fouls the encapsulation of the more modern type alternators. Obviously the ones with open coils, open windings, will just pass that no problem, but you've got this area here on the stator of the modern ones, and that basically there won't clear this. So what you have to do is obviously make room, and on this one, this is an old alternator that I picked up somewhere, and someone's had a go trying to relieve the encapsulation there, but unfortunately what they've done is they've actually broken through into the wires a little, and there's actually some bare, you might just be able to see, I'm not sure, but there's some bare copper showing where they broke through the wires there. So that one, I don't know whether that would work or not, but I decided I would just get a new one, and there it is. But what you've got to do, if that is there, you've got to very carefully grind and get rid of that out the way, so that the stator can sit all the way home and flat in the casing on the 5 mounting studs where the nuts will fasten it on and hold it down level, obviously. So I got that done. I managed to get that out the way very carefully. You can see, using this actually, the grinder with a linisher disc in it, and I was just able to sort of carefully work away at it. I had the primary cover clamped in the vise between pieces of wood to hold it steady. That wasn't too difficult to do, and I clamped it and got the job done, got the stator fitted. But then I found out that the covering of the wires was too fat to pass through the tunnel where the wires go out through the casing, and there's not a great wall thickness there. You don't really want to be drilling that or anything, because if you break through here you're only going to let oil out, and you don't want that. So I didn't want to interfere with this at all. I wanted to leave it alone, but I wanted to get the 2 wires through it, obviously. So what I had to do was remove this shrink wrap that was on the end nearest the bullet connectors. It's sort of situated like that, if you like, and that itself passed over this, which covered the wires, and I had to split this all the way along, get it off all the way back to here, and then what I've done, I've wrapped it in insulation tape, and now that finally, that pair of wires will be able to pass through the tunnel and out to connect up with the business end of the electrics. But all stuff that can be overcome, but just a bit of a heads up that you can't expect necessarily to buy one of these type stators and fit it directly into your Tiger Cub primary cover. I've seen some that don't have that, and obviously in the case of those, that's fine, the stator will go straight in. But in some cases you've got to get rid of that and then you're good to go. Better to get rid of that than try messing around in there like somebody did with this one and break into the wires, and you've probably ruined your alternator. But this one's ready to go back on the bike, and that's what I'll be doing next.